spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Moulton. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 35, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Brown. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. Well, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll leave it with him. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Takes the handoff. It's Moulton. Creates a little room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Phillips. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Got a man. It's Moulton. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Shakes off the defender. Got enough for the first. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory.
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
They'll give it to the back. Showing off the arm. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. to the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Bringing the heat. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Durham. There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest play.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They go to the ground, and he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the tailback. Runs for the tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. Makes him talk to the hand.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for room, it's Patterson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Powers through the defender. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
With the catch, it's Phillips. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. enough to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Fights off the defender. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. To the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Trying to power it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 4. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU! And the comeback is on.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Now on first down from the 30. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The give. Runs through a tackle, finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's still They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Zone play. Crowd alive. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give him right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Power football with the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. They run him out of bounds, he gets it to the 47. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, he drops the throw. Finds his big tight end. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Complete out of the backfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And here they come, almost all the way back. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it, they're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try the left side, fighting off the defender, and he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Now they'll run the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Nussmeier. He wants a big play here late. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now, trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And the quarterback takes a knee.